Alright, so 2-on-1 from butterfly guard. So when I'm sitting in butterfly, I don't like to keep my feet together nor too close to him, because it starts letting control my legs and start to pass. So usually I've kind of got one tucked back and one in front, and I like to post on this hand. For our 2-on-1 stuff, I basically want to get a cross wrist grip. It's usually not too difficult because he's going to be using his hands to try and enter into his passes, so it's usually pretty easy to take a C grip here, and then I go same side foot to the hip as I grab behind the elbow on this arm here. When I'm here, I'm not really too far away, so my elbows are away from my body, or my elbows pulled in by my ribs, so we're nice and tight. I go my foot on the same side because I have control of this arm, so there's nothing you can do to this foot. If I put this foot on the hip instead, he can use his free arm to start to attack leg locks and passes. So I'm here, my elbows are in, I have control of the wrist and the elbow, so it's really difficult for him to try to pull away, and it's really difficult for him to try to close the distance past my leg. So the first thing I like to do from here, if my opponent's trying really hard to pull away from me, to pull his arm free, he makes his upper body rigid, and it gives me an anchor to pull off, to pull myself in. So I take my foot off the hip, and I use his rigid core to pull myself in. My outside hand comes through just a little bit deeper to grab the bicep, and I can start to fall towards my shoulder on the 45 to get my butterfly sweep. So next, I get my 2-on-1. Once I have my 2-on-1, I can start to lean my weight back, and it makes my free leg super mobile. So my leg's gonna be able to move a lot faster than his hand can track it. So as I fall back, I'm looking to keep my foot inside his bicep, and then I can slide it over the shoulder to pull him deep into the triangle. So next, and this is a good option against someone who's defending pretty well against the first couple moves. So I'm here, maybe I'm trying to go for the sweep, but he's not letting me get a good pull in. I'm trying to go the triangle, but he's doing a good job tracking my foot. So I use my free foot to push the inside of this leg. I don't want to go on the front and try to push his leg out behind him, because it's really difficult when he has active toes. So I'm going heel to the inside of the leg and pushing his knee open as I pull his arm to my cross hip. Once I'm here, it's really easy. I keep this hand on his wrist just for a second as I come over. I've already got one hook in, and I can start to take the back. And lastly, another option off that same entry. So I'm here, I kick the knee open, I pull the arm through. If I want to, instead of going for the back straight away, I can feed my far side hands through and grab the neck, and then my hand on the wrist jams the head down to lock up a das. My foot that was on the hip comes through to the far hip to knock him off balance, and I can start to finish it.